Hey guys, welcome back to Forza Horizon 4. So today we're doing a drag build and tune for this 2019 Mclaren Speed Tail. If you enjoy the video or find it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. So specifically this week you can get the Mclaren Speed Tail from completing the New Rules event, otherwise you can buy it through the auction house that way. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is bring this car up to the Festival drag strip, so you can see how fast it is and get a speed by the end. If we just pull it up to the line just here, so we want to rev this car up to about 5,000 RPM, just launch it there. Should get minimal wheel spin that way, even though the ground's slightly damp. So up into 4th and we got a speed of 305. Alright, so now we're going to take the Mclaren Speed Tail into the Festival drag strip race. Doing this so we can see how fast it is compared to other cars, as well as getting a time by the end. So launching here, we can see that we're already first by a fair amount, completely destroying everyone else. Finished first with ease, and we got a time of 7.7 seconds. Alright, so now that we've seen just how quick the 2019 Mclaren Speed Tail is, we're going to take it into the festival and I'll show you how to upgrade and tune it. Alright, so if we bring our 2019 Mclaren Speed Tail into the custom upgrade menu here, first thing we're going to do is come down to the conversions tab at the end and into drivetrain swap. So we're going to put on the all-wheel drive as we need that. So we come back out of conversions, we're now going to skip over aero and appearance and into tires and rims. So here we're going to put on the drag tyre compound, as well as making the front and rear tyres as wide as possible. And then finally for tyres and rims, we're going to chuck on some new wheels. You can save 8 kilos there. We put those on, come back out of tyres and rims. We're now going to come over to the drivetrain. We're going to swap on the race clutch, race transmission, race driveline, and the race diff. So back out of drivetrain, we're going to come over to the platform and handling now. So here we're going to put on the race brakes as well as rally springs, and then we're going to do a race weight reduction as well. Come back out of platform and handling. Now going to come over to the engine upgrades finally. So here we're going to put on the race intake, race fuel system, race ignition, race exhaust, race cams and valves, race pistons and compression, race twin turbos, race intercooler, and then finally the race flywheel. So that's it as far as upgrades goes. You can go ahead and apply all of these. Alright, so now that you've upgraded your Mclaren Speed Tail, you can now bring it down to the tuning menu down here. So I'll cover the metric tune first, and then I'll show you the differences in the imperial tune. So for the front tire pressures here, we want to bring this down to 1.2 bar, just like that. And then we're going to bring down the rear to 1.2 bar as well, just like that. So after tires, we're going to come over to the gearing. So we want to set this final drive down to 3.15. So if we just come down to there you go, there's 3.15. So next, if we come over to alignment, we're going to set these front and rear camber angles back to 0 degrees, as well as coming down to this front cast angle and bringing this back to 4 degrees, just like that. So after alignment, we're going to come over to springs next. So for these front springs here, we're going to bring this up to 80.0. We just come up to there. There you go, that's 80.0, and in the rear here, we're going to bring this down to 45.0. So if we just come all the way down to there you go, there's 45.0. So then after springs, we're going to come over to the dampening. So for this front rebound stiffness, we're going to set this up to 6.3, just like that. And in the rear, we're going to bring this down to 2.4. There you go, just like that. Then for the front bump stiffness here, we're going to bring this up to 5.7, just like that. And the rear you can just leave as is. So finally, for tuning, if we come over to the differential tab at the end, we want to bring this front acceleration up to 85%. And then if we come down to the rear acceleration, we're going to bring this up to 95%. And then finally, the center balance, we're going to bring this up to 72%. So that's it as far as tuning goes. Now I'll cover the differences in the Imperial tune. As far as differences go in the Imperial tune is you want 17.4 PSI in both the front and rear tires. And then the other difference is over in the springs tab over here. For the front you want 448 and in the rear you want 252.2. So that's it as far as differences go, so you can go ahead and apply all of these. Alright guys, so this has been a drag build and tune for the 2019 Mclaren Speed Tail. If you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe.